Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick.
And I'm Mandy.
Yep, I don't have Ian with me this week. I've got my lovely and talented wife, Mandy, here. We're going to do another episode of 5 random albums.
All right.
If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on that link down below. Go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. It's a cool place to kind of interact and talk about music, and my wife even gets involved in there sometimes. Sometimes. There's a couple other links down there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page. If you want these cool Vinyl Den t-shirts. We also got a link down there for the Patreon page. If you want to support the show, it's always greatly appreciated. If you enjoy the episode, make sure you give the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So we did a previous episode of this. I think it was back in August. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't, I'll put a link above if you want to go back and check out that video. But what we'll do is Mandy pulls out 5 random albums from the collection behind me. And we kind of talk about it a little bit and why I bought them and some of the stuff about the album and why she picked it. So what do you got for the first one? I don't know what she picked either. So
hopefully I'm picking these up. Nope, that's not the right way.
Trying to, yeah, there you go. What you got there, Mandy?
Nirvana, never mind.
So this is, I don't know, this is one of my favorite albums from the 90s. Why did you pick this one?
I had a girlfriend. Should I say her name on here?
It doesn't matter.
Andrea. And I would stay the night at her house, and she was a huge Nirvana and Kurt Cobain fan. And I just remember her playing this over and over again while I was there. And then she took my bra and put it in the freezer and froze it overnight. Oh, so this is what it reminds me of.
That's an interesting reason to pick an
Hi,
album.
Andrea.
But no, this is actually I think this is the anniversary edition that I just picked up.
Very cool.
So cool. It's a great album.
It is.
All right. So what you got for the next one?
For the second one, I have Prince, Purple Rain.
I love this album. That's a great movie too. It's a really underrated movie, I think. Obviously, people love the album, but Mandy wasn't allowed to watch this movie growing up.
I still have never seen this movie
to
this day. Nope. My mom told me I was not allowed to watch it, and for some reason, I still will not watch it. This one or Good Morning Vietnam. My dad told me I could not watch that one.
Those are both great movies and both like 80s staple movies that you got to watch. I guess
I'll never know.
Yeah. even now, as old as you are, you still listen to your parents. Huh?
I'm 22 now, and
it's 22 now. Okay. All right. So what do we got for the third one?
All right. This is one of my absolute favorite groups.
The Beach Boys.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out what it was because it's got the back cover facing up. So I was looking at it. I didn't know it because it's got I should have known by the surfboards, but I'm generally not a huge fan. Is this a greatest hits?
It is.
I'm generally not a huge fan of greatest hits collections, but this is a fantastic one.
This is amazing. That has like every good song on there. So funny story about Beach Boys. My dad and it was girlfriend at the time, before they got married, they went into the Beach Boys concert, and I was super mad because they did not take me. But she did bring me back a cassette tape with all the greatest hits, and I was like, this is not good enough. This is I need to be there. So that's all. I've never seen any.
I'm not a huge Beach Boys fan. I actually bought this because I know you love it. So
and I do.
Yep. All right, number 4.
This one is one that reminds me when I was about 16 years old.
Yeah.
I went to Germany and England. And for some reason, this was really big over there at the time. And I just remember singing this. We were waiting for a boat to come across the river and singing Wonder Bra is how we would sing it back then.
Which is not on this album.
Which is okay because I know the cover of this album. So I just grabbed this one.
This is a fantastic album. What's the Story? Morning Glory is an album that I don't listen to quite enough. This is an album that it was funny. The funny thing is about this is when I bought this album, I didn't listen to it after I bought it for probably a solid 6 or 8 months. And when I went to go listen to it, because it's got 2 LPs in it, it had 2 copies of side A and B.
Oops.
Yeah. And I went to the record store and I didn't know what they would do. And the great record store I go to took care of me. And even though I had no idea when I bought this album, they they hooked me up and gave me a brand new copy. So
very nice.
But this is another one of those great 90s albums. I don't know why I was thinking Wonderwall is not on that album. I was thinking it was on Definitely Maybe, but you're right. Wonderwall is on that album, so my wife corrected me. Oh, well. What's the next album? The last one.
All right, so this one, oh my gosh. Okay, so a kid, I don't even know, 8 years old. I can't even remember.
So 8 years old, so that was like 2007?
Right. So, I mean, I don't know how I even know this band. However, this was one of my absolute favorite hair bands, and I had their posters all over my wall.
Yeah. Poison. Open up and say, ah.
Oh my gosh. The hair, the lipstick. That's what I just remember, their lipstick on the poster.
Yeah.
That was like absolutely hilarious.
The funny thing is about this album is when I had this on cassette when I was a kid, and I don't know why, but the cover of the cassette was edited. It had like a black, I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
It had like a black bar over the tongue and over the top of it. I don't really know why, because it's just a creature with a tongue sticking out. But yeah, this is one of those great, fantastic 80s albums.
Yes.
And, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say this has a lot of good ones on there. Fallen Angel, Every Rose Has Its Own, Your Mama Don't Dance.
Yeah.
Love it.
But Poison's, I think, a really underrated 80s band. They've got some fantastic albums. Even some of their later albums were really good also. But open up and say, that was our fifth and final random album. Well, that's all we got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Drop us a comment down below and let us know what you think of these 5 albums from the collection here. I don't know, Mandy. I had a really good time. Hopefully I can have Mandy back on the show again.
Soon.
Soonish. Maybe I could talk her into doing the Christmas episode with me, since Ian is not a fan of Christmas. So drop us a comment. Let us know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell. And drop a comment and let me know if you want Mandy back on the episode.
All right.
Well, that's all we got.
Show some love.
Yeah. Until next time. Peace.